So this is where we left off last time on my living room tour for fall 2018. I'll just pan through this doorway here and give you an overview of my fall setup of my dining room and kitchen this year. So here I have a bay window with a deep seat. My son likes to eat over here sometimes when he's eating solo. And there's a bowl. I do have a dog. His name's Apollo. Here I've got this IKEA long white table with a leaf set into it. And an IKEA rug. It's flat woven in gray with a white trellis print on it. Really sturdy and a good price. I think it was less than $100. Then I've just set around with ghost chairs. The captain's chairs have arms and the side chairs are all armless. Here on the place setting, unless someone's actively eating in it, I don't put all the silverware and glassware out because it's too much of a pain to clean. But I'll just throw the plates in the dishwasher right before and reset them. I just like to leave them out because they look nice. Both the gold chargers and the simple gold rimmed ones are from Dollar Tree, and then the thankful or grateful printed ones were bought just this August from Williams-Sonoma. They were I think $6 for a set of 4, so I got 2 sets and I intermatched them every other one with a different word on it. I think they're really nice. Then I've got just this gray IKEA Merit table runner, and on top of that I've got this really full classic fall colored foliage garland. It's from Improvements on clearance. Again, shop off season, you'll save a lot of money. It's lit. You can't really tell because it's really bright outside right now. My kitchen window's on the other side, but it does have lots of little lights in them, and it just looks so romantic and cozy when just the candles and this chandelier and the LEDs in it are lit and you're having a dinner together. It's really dense. It's got pods and leaves and berries and fruits and sunflowers. It's just so gorgeous. And I've weaved it through these candles, which are the old soccer candles from IKEA with just Dollar Tree clear vases and white like prayer candles set on top of them. If you like these, they are available in the Winter collection right now at IKEA for Christmas, so you can get them in brass while they're still available. I don't have a pantry in my kitchen. My closet is a washer dryer, so I just had to add this. I mean, I can do a tour on the hows and whys later, but for right now, I'll just give you this overview. It doesn't have any fall decor on it, sadly. I look forward to adding that in years to come. But for right now, it's just unfinished. I have a problem when it comes to finishing projects in the paints and knobs department. Like, I get it to a point of functionality and then I just freeze. Like, I can't make a choice. Like, what color should I paint it? I don't know what to do with it. Comments below if you've got any ideas. And here I've got this bar stool with these nice little corbels. And then these white bar stools. They're really too short for this. They need bar height, and these are counter height stools from my last apartment, so I should really rehome these, and I want some fabric ones with a back on them. But as you can see here, the stark white of the bar stools against the cream of the other one, it doesn't really match up, and that's why I didn't want to paint my pantry white. Over here, I've got things more set up, but the paint samples on the walls. I was thinking to do some sort of trim project, and I know that I don't like that white color, and I may rehome that green color onto the back wall. I think maybe just light and airy gray through all these spaces that don't have a lot of natural light will help things along a little bit. I did have an issue of like where to end the trim when I really got into thinking it. Because after this, there's this huge archway and a skinny, narrow jamb that I kind of wanted to stop the trim at a photo shelf and lean all of these windows and shutters and a wreath on that. But if I continue the trim work, I feel like I have to continue the shelf, and I want a thick trim and a shelf to be on like what, 2 inches of the other side of the wall. So do I don't know where to stop it. Here, I'll do a pan around and show you the other side of the wall after the break. There we are. So this little skinny bit is about 2 inches deep, and I really don't know how I would finish that off and what I would do with the soffit area above it. Like, I don't know. Ignore the storage, that's gonna be gone. I'm just gonna get another white curtain and a tension rod and rehome those shelves, probably behind another white curtain, probably on my stair landing. I've just got like random stuff for the house, toilet paper, entertaining serveware. I don't know. It's an organization project I will definitely take you guys along for. I also had an issue with building up my drawer from so many years ago, guys. This is so sad, but it is completely true and completely honest. I broke the drawer trying to assemble it. I went back to IKEA and they gave me a replacement part for it. I primed it, but I had really lost steam. So years later, there it is, not attached, not with new handles. Like, at this point, it all just needs a fresh coat. Change out that drawer front and finish putting on drawer knobs. I'm telling you, 2019, I'm gonna have like a list of at least 20-minute projects that getting done will just up the level of my house and my sanity. But here, I'll just do a decor tour. I DIY'd this wreath with Dollar Tree florals and a Hobby Lobby bow on a Hobby Lobby wreath. And then I put orange Hobby Lobby candles in these Target clear votives. And on the right was a Target Dollar Spot menu and a Target little tree that I got last year, again from the Dollar Spot, on a gold and linen kind of runner that's been abused. I want to get something nicer and more classically fall colored, at least for next year. That's what I have now. It's just, I think, $5 from the Bullseye Playground area. And then all year I've got this little glass lamp sitting here. It was from Savers, so I don't know where it originally came from. They're available all over the place though. I just switched out the more traditional lamp with this more modern drum, and that was from Target. And yes, my thermostat is hidden behind this frame, but I don't actually ever need to use it. I've got something like Nest, and inside I've just got random tablescape entertaining pieces. It's not really organized any sort of way. I guess that goes on the project list too. And here, this really huge, I'm telling you, about 3 feet at least, giant clock. It doesn't work. No one reads clocks. I didn't put batteries in it, but it's from Decor Stills. And if you remember my living room tour, you'll know that I have a huge leaning mirror on the other side of that. Well, it was actually a walkway that, giving that mirror has sacrificed that portion of the house, but I'm just going to show that kind of curtain is what I will end up concealing that issue with. And I'll probably need to add some sort of light, as losing that doorway did make it a little darker in this area. Hanging on my oven, I've got just a regular IKEA Ellie towel. I usually have some cutesy fall one from Target's Dollar Spot hanging there, but it's in the wash right now. In this corner, we've got just all of our appliances. The fall changeover that we've made is that we've switched out our griddle that we use to keep our house from overheating for individual meals in the summer and in the spring, for a crock pot for all those soups and savory dishes. Here in the window, we've got these 2 gilded tiny cute pumpkins. They're from Target's Dollar Spot, and they're flanking these plants. Rosemary, and in the middle one is a struggling, okay, dead, rest in peace, little thyme plant. It's probably time we bought some more thyme. Okay, I apologize. Over here on the right, we've got just a blender. That should probably be a electric kettle switch over too, for like a s'mores and hot cocoa station. Yeah, I think I'd like that. And over here on the right, we've just got this chalkboard. It's got knobs on the bottom. It's from Michaela. It's where I hang my aprons and where I plan my meals for the week. I'll probably do another video on that later. I do use a bit of a technique. And here, pro tip, if you have a trash can that has to open, if you have a dog that will go through your things, that's a must. To keep your wall from doing that, you can just tuck like a recycle bin that doesn't open between them. And when I paint and patch it, it won't come back. And that's just my laundry room and access to my basement. Over here, this little cluster of ceramic ware is Magnolia Hearthed Hand, the Chip and Joanna Gaines line at Target. It's just the salt and pepper cellars, and this giant jar came with a nice little lid. It's for like cookies or something, but I don't need that, so I just took off the lid and left it open and put all of my cooking utensils in here. Up top, I've got this Walmart gold stem pumpkin butter dish. And then over here to the right, I've got this spice carousel. Now, I got this from Costco, pre-filled with special little labels, but I found that I don't really use those sorts of spices in my everyday cooking. And I ended up just dumping all of those out and putting in the things that I actually use when I cook for my family all of the time. And then I had a lady make the labels for me on Etsy, and I just put those on, and now I can cook really easily and keep it super organized. They're just by color of the spices. I have white or green or red or brown, and cooking is so much easier now. Hey, I just got back from Aldi's and I found these 6 puck lights with a remote control. I was thinking it'd be good for underneath these cabinets where it's really dark. They were, I think, $17.99, and they come with the remote and the batteries for it, so I thought that was a really good deal. I'll get these installed and show you how they come out. And here's even a shot. It's almost nightfall here in my town. No additional lights. Gorgeous. Totally worth the bucks. That's all I have for you guys this time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you liked the video, leave me a comment and a thumbs up below.